Okay, I've been put on the spot here to bring you kind of up to date on the second love of my life. Someone that I knew better than any of you out there. I guess maybe with the exception of my brother, her brother, Edgar Eugene. Let me start off by saying first that my sister was one of the strongest persons I've ever known in my entire life. 73, 74 years that I've been on this earth. And when I say strong, I mean that deeply. From the point of her being on her deathbed numerous times and having the strength and the courage to just, look death in the eye and not bat an eye. Of my sister's serious attack, which was myasthenia gravis, in case none of you aren't aware of that. And myasthenia gravis is, as they say, a disease of the muscles that, deteriorates the older you get. They've, to this day, never found a cure to that. I can remember her first attack. I could be wrong, but I would imagine it's somewhere around the age between 4 and 6. We were living in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We used to eat that I used to make, and she loved them and I loved them. I used to make mayonnaise sandwiches, white bread, put mayonnaise on it, and then sprinkle sugar on it. She loved it and I loved it. And I thought that, my sister was sick because, all the mayonnaise sandwiches that I used to feed her. But of course, that wasn't the case. I said that was the first attack that I can remember her having. Coming up with Wood Brothers, she had a certain toughness that I guess most young ladies will have, having a lot of brothers, that are surrounding them, most of their lives. She had a serious toughness about her to the point that she used to be our lookout. I can remember being our lookout when we used to have company over at the house. And, we weren't supposed to have company, rules were rules, and you didn't, go against what my mom said, I did for the most part, and I paid for it dearly, which is another whole story altogether. Dot was going through another one of her traumas, and she was at the University of Pennsylvania Hospital. I'll never forget this. And because we used to stop through there every night on our way to the theater, we'd stop through and visit her and see her. And she was always upbeat, never down, never feeling sorry for myself. I mean, the strength that she showed, it helped me in my life. During the time that she got pregnant, the doctor had told my mother that that could be one of the worst things for her if she decided to have the baby. But on the other hand, it could possibly help. And doctors put that kind of doubt in your mind, in a mother's mind, in a father's mind, in a person's mind, period. Of course, you hesitate to want to do something that's going to hurt your daughter. Shorten an already shortened prospective life. And Dot wouldn't have it. She told Mom that I'm having this child. Mom, I'm gonna have this child. I'm not worried about the outcome. I'm concerned about this baby that I'm carrying, and I want to have this baby. And Mom begged her, and she overruled Mom. And of course, we have living proof of the loving miracle that we have in front of us, my loving pudding, Darcel.
Good evening. My name is Darlene Barnett, and I wanted to share a few points with you about Darcel's mom, which was my first cousin, Diane. Diane was a fun-loving person. Boy, did she love to party, and could she dance. As teenagers, we used to band together, about 4 or 5 cousins, and we would go to Mr. Ed's, which was in Florence, New Jersey, a little country town. We would practice our dance steps, and we would just take the floor, and she just loved it. She loved being with her cousins. She loved to dance, and we used to go down to Mr. Ed's and just show off Sunday nights in the summertime. That was big fun. Diane also valued education. She is actually the reason why I actually ended up going to Howard University. She invited me down for homecoming when I was still in high school, and that was the most fun. I mean, I think we partied the entire weekend. So without a doubt, I was committed to going to Howard, and that's ultimately where I graduated. The last trait and most memorable thing of Diane that hopefully will be inspiring to you was she believed in living each day to the fullest. She knew she had a degenerative disease, and she did not waste any time. She packed in as much fun, as much education, as many goals, traveling. She did as much as she could do every single day. She would pack in the activities despite her illness, despite how she felt. But her motto was to live each day to the fullest, because you never know when it's going to be your last.